Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. All right, today is a special occasion. We said we'd be on noonish, right, Lauren Jean? And we are on noonish. This is noonish, so we kept our word. So we had to, I want to say thank you to Lauren Jean, thank you Don Chilo, Cecilio Garza. We're going to interview him today. Thank you so much, Chris Rodriguez. We are using his Powerhouse Studios today. Because why, Lauren Jean? Because what did you say about, she was concerned about Wi-Fi connection. So
well, and we would be in the same place on two different laptops, and it was just, it was, Chris had all the setup all ready to go. It was just convenient.
So thank you very much, Chris Rodriguez, for that. I can't even see myself yet on on live, so I don't know what's going on.
Yes, thanks. I know we were running a little bit late, but
it's still noonish. It's 12:58.
It's still not one yet, and like we said, we have a special guest, a singer, songwriter, storyteller at heart. And many, many more things that we have to just kind of focus on a couple things for today, or we'll be here till this evening. So, it's my dad. He was kind enough to join us. So, thank you, Dad.
Thank you, Gigi.
Oh, do you want to put the headphones on, Dad?
Well, no, not really.
No. Okay. So we'll just.
Ya estoy muy orejón. I'll just get close up to the mic. How's that, Crispy Critter? Thank you, Crispy Critter. Highway 281.
Thank you, Chris, so much for
helping these ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, one at a time, please. Thank you, Gigi and Lori, for having me here. And es un honor que me hayan invitado. Well, Lori thinks that I have some crazy stories to say. But anyway, I hope you all like them. But it's going to have to be in part 1, 2, and 3 because too many stories.
Too many stories.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you, guys.
Siempre.
And our podcast that Gigi, thank you for allowing me to co-host. Do you want to talk about what this is? Because a lot of people are still asking.
Yes, so Giras y Desveladas. Translation for anybody who needs it. Giras are tours, y Desveladas, sleepless nights, which is what any músico out here, as soon as you hear Giras, Desveladas, I mean, it strikes a nerve because that's what it's all about. Giras y Desveladas.
Esteban Jordano decía giras hambrísticas.
Hambrísticas. Wow. Okay. I never heard that.
For the translate, what is hambrísticas?
Oh, que te llaman hambre, que no comen. Puro baloney.
Puro baloney.
Puro para mí.
You gotta go to the other town. All kinds of stories. Everybody has all kinds of stories. But,
de sus giras y desveladas.
But I remember que decía Esteban, giras hambrísticas. Some of the promoters wouldn't pay you sometimes.
Yeah. That's part of the. That's part of the story.
I'm not gonna say any.
No names in particular. I'm not gonna go further
than that. But you know what I mean.
Pues sí, la verdad sí. A veces.
Anyway, here we are.
Well, since we have my dad here, I know me and Gigi talked about the song we kind of bonded over. We had lunch and we had lunch so that she could tell me the story about this song that my dad taught me 12 years ago. But he didn't tell me who wrote it, he just said it was his favorite song.
Well, I just liked it with Oscar de Real and Juan Guerrero and stuff,
And Juan Guerrero.
I always like that song.
So, let's see.
Amor Imposible, since I was like in high school, And then I found out who it was. Y todo, pues era de ahí de Mission, Oscar de Real. But anyway, so I've been messing around a little bit with the song, and you ought to sing it. You and Lori ought to sing a little bit, if you all don't mind.
Yeah, well, since we have you here.
Well,
Well.
pues sí, ¿por qué no? Why not?
Un pedacito.
A ver si sale.
So people will know what I'm talking about.
A ver
Since
si
we
sale.
have
Okay.
you- Yeah.
Can we shoot to kill, Critter?
Esta canción, escrito por Oscar Barrial de los Mandrills de Mission, Texas, was a big hit. Antes que lo grababa Rigo Tovar, Los Babies, his giant hit in that time. It was recorded at Falcon Records in McAllen, Texas. I do plan to have maybe Nano.
Desde que tú te alejaste, me hace falta tu calor. Es imposible olvidarte. Eres mi único amor. I think it's a pretty song.
Yes, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah, there's more to it, of course.
Yes.
You know,
Sí.
I love that song.
My dad really, la verdad que he never told us about that song until we were maybe in junior high school porque le dolía tanto la historia de lo que pasó porque Oscar Barrial era como hermano. And tragically, before they were going to go on a big tour to Puerto Rico, the first bands to ever do anything like that here in the Valley with Falcon Records. And tragically, he passed away allá in Lansing, Michigan. So fue mucho tiempo that my dad took to be able to tell the story. And I believe he posted it on Facebook one time.
I
Pero,
think you did.
Sí. Sí. Pero yes, and thank you. And that's what we bonded over because Lori told me I love that song because I posted my dad and I singing it. He finally was able to, play it and sing it. And she said, I love that song. My dad and I have been playing it. And I said, do you know the story behind that song? And she said, no, so let's have lunch. Well, it was going to be breakfast. Was it a brunch?
It was going to be breakfast.
It was going to be breakfast. Ended
Or
up a
brunch.
3-hour brunch. Yeah.
Like 3.
Yeah. So, and that's where we bonded over this song, Amor Imposible from Los
It's
Mandrills.
a beautiful
It
song.
is a beautiful song.
So,
And
Yeah,
Don Chilo
I
says
know.
that we should record it now. Why not?
Well, do it. What the hell?
that
you
could be
know?
our
know.
new intro.
See.
Anyway,
YOLO.
well, thank you again for.
Thank you for that beautiful guitar playing, Don Chilo.
Oh,
See.
I could play a little bit more, but old age is creeping out.
Sí, sí,
A la
it's
mano,
creeping
you
up on
know.
all of us.
Sí, Michael Jackson que un guante negro yo también.
Nomás le faltan los sparkles.
Anyway,
So talk about Don Chilo, los casinos. Era Cecilio Garza, los casinos. I know you were a good friend of my dad's. Tenían, en un tiempo tenían el Don Chilos allá en Peñitas.
oh yeah, we had that for years, Don Chilo's Bar and Grill. But my beginning in music was in, like, my mom at home used to play the piano when I was a little kid, ¿verdad? Y luego mi papá tenía esa Don Chilos, ¿verdad? Era una cantina ya en aquellos años, en los 60s.
Sí.
It's been around for quite a while. The 65. Y pues ahí la pianola estaban los Alegre Terán y name it, todos, o sea, all the conjuntos. So I heard music at home, more classical music, My mom could read and write music and stuff. Well, she was educated
Wow.
a little bit. Well, she graduated from high school ahí en La Joya.
Oh. Y en ese tiempo era raro.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
only 13 in her class. Fíjate, I have the picture. So she, she was educated, venía de una familia. So she had a nice piano que le habían comprado, and we have a nice portrait. They sent an artist to hacer un portrait. They have un oil painting, which I have. And pues música en la casa y música en la cantina, ya. Y
Pues
luego a trabajar en la labor, vámonos.
Sí.
So I got
Sí.
the best of three worlds.
Sí. Sí, a saber cómo
They taught us
trabajar.
the value of the dollar.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But anyway, that's the beginning.
¿Y cómo comenzó eso de Cecilio Garza y los casinos?
Well, I started in high school con un grupo que se llama Lenny and the Lucky Six. Lenny y Fidencio Salinas.
Lenny
Que
and the
le-
Lucky Six.
Le decían el 56 Chevrolet, your dad.
Papi always had names for
I never
everybody.
said that before, but I'm going to let people think about that. Played there for a couple of years. After que Lenny, we all they graduated, unos se fueron para allá y para acá, y para la Army and name and all that kind of stuff. Most of us that were playing with Lenny stayed there. Sergio Munoz, had made a band. We were all together again, ¿verdad? Se llama Los Incas.
Now, Sergio Muñoz, who ended up being a public figure, ¿no?
Right, yeah.
Sí, sí,
exacto,
tocaba
yeah.
el trumpet.
Yeah,
sí, tocó
Eli
tocó
Paulino,
una de
his
las
brother,
canciones
yeah.
de mi
You're
papá,
right.
sí.
So after we all graduated, de ahí, we stuck together. David Leo, Mike Flores, myself, Alex Zamora. Did I mention him already? And then right after high school, que acabamos todo, we stayed together y formamos los casinos. But it wasn't los Cecilio Garza y los casinos at all. None like that. We brought in some other people, Robert Pulido and Nuco Flores and a bunch of good people. But always, and we were getting pretty popular, the group. Y pues muchos promotores and people to wanted to hire us for this and that, and they also dirigían conmigo todo el tiempo, Cecilio. We recorded a few songs, comenzamos la
Eres el
pajarera.
superestrella.
Pues no. Es que los demás estaban medios tímidos. Y yo también, pero no tanto. I was going to say another word, but yeah. They gave
Well,
me.
you told me yesterday.
I'm not in the. Yo no estoy en el programa de Crispy Critter de aquí, donde puedes decir todas las pendejadas que quieras. I'm not in that program, so I ain't going to say it. Sorry.
But you told me you didn't want to be a star. You just wanted to be in the pedo. You didn't want to be a star.
We did
you just wanted to be in the pedo, out and about.
Queríamos andar, estábamos chavalos, ¿no?
Yeah.
We wanted to have a good time and play Tejano music. That's what we wanted to do. We didn't care about this and that and this and that. So eventually, como se dirigían conmigo muchos de los promotores, los DJs and all that kind of stuff, Cecilio Garza, y automáticamente se fue haciendo, not because I named it like that, Cecilio Garza y los casinos. But it wasn't my doing.
Okay.
It just...
Pues you naturally rose to that position entonces.
Pues kind of, without asking for it.
Sí.
And
That's
there's
awesome.
a story about that que dijo David Leo when we were deducted into one of the halls of
Deducted.
fame, the South Texas Museum of quién sabe qué, in Corpus.
Can you pull that picture up?
At the McDonald's library,
Of
if
the-
anybody wants to see our story,
Oh,
there,
that-
¿verdad?
Oh yeah.
At
That was
the
a
where?
different one. I forgot about
McDonald's
that one.
Public Library in Corpus
Yeah.
Christi.
Ah, sí?
Ahí
forgot
tiene una
about that
sección de pura historia de música
There's
tejana
a
y
really cool museum
Really?
there. There's a really cool
Ah.
museum it's on Greenwood and Horn Road, and it's all Tejano music, like the whole history of
Wow.
it.
Everybody's in
Beautiful
there.
pictures in there.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
You gotta
that.
show those
Yeah.
pictures every now and then.
Next time we'll show
So
those
anyway,
pictures.
yeah.
I had the other ones of the Tejano Roots
So
Hall
did
of
I
Fame.
answer your question, Gigi, or not? No.
¿Cómo comenzó Cecilio Garza
Pues
y los
ya te
casinos?
dije.
Sí.
Well, I asked him, how did you end up touring out of the state? You
Oh,
know, I asked him yesterday, and when he brings up stories.
Well, look, when we started recording, we started recording when I wrote a little bit, ¿verdad? Y luego we took it to Los Únicos, Melvi Real, it was a Mel, Snowball, Tacho Rivera, and Valde Muñoz, Oscar Solis. Those to us were like the Eagles, la música tejana.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
were,
yeah.
oh man, we loved Los Únicos, and we tagged along with them.
Yeah,
Y
yeah,
era bien pegado. We wanted this so bad that we tagged along.
yeah.
Yo creo que se cansaron de mí que andaba siguiendo. And then they took us out to play. All of Victoria and Corpus especially. And a lot of places, San Antonio, a lot of places they took us out to play,
Sí.
to open up for them. Of course, we were just fresh out of high school, estaban los chavalos, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí,
y
sí.
ellos ya andaban,
Andaban,
sabes,
sí.
ya
sí,
traían los trajes de-
avanzados.
sí. So ahí agarramos la onda. Y pues hasta se ponían, they had a tailor, so we got the same tailor. No hacían toda la ropa tailor made, okay?
There's a suit que me enseñó Lori G.
I knew you were
have
gonna
it?
bring it
No,
up.
I didn't
Oh,
send you the
man.
pink suit.
We were talking
Oh,
about
man.
that. But I'm gonna clear this up. En ese tiempo, it was like a joke to people, but they weren't aware about cancer awareness. It was pink.
Ándale.
Dije, pues, ¿qué clase de gente es esta que no? Dije, bueno, think what they think. But finally, in case, y todavía me hacen burla, they still make fun of me with those pink suits.
Well, yeah, but they were awesome. Awesome.
Anyway, we got all kinds of suits and stuff like that.
I saw the cover. It's on YouTube on the canción. ¿Qué canción era?
Soy dichoso.
Soy dichoso. So look it up on
Oh,
YouTube.
look, he put it there.
Cecilio Garza y los. There you
That
go.
one.
There you go.
Pink
Ahí está. Pink suits.
I think for 281, I want to borrow those those outfits right there. If it's okay.
And guess what? I used to live acá en FAR. And then me fui en una gira y una desvelada, como dicen,
Ándale.
como dice el programa. Y cuando vine para atrás, pues no me habían robado la casa.
No.
Y se llevaron todos los trajes de los casinos.
No.
Sí.
Oh
They stole all my suits. Los pink ones too.
Oh my God.
And blue, we had white, we had. Just look at our albums. Y, you know, si no pegábamos con la música, pegábamos con los trajes, ¿eh? But anyway, we were just
That's a
having
good
fun.
story. That's a good story. Sí, sí.
And-
No, en esos tiempos, me acuerdo mi papá también with the flare leg and
Bell bottoms?
the bell bottoms y los platform shoes. Los platform shoes
Of
blancos.
course, yeah.
Yes.
Yo tengo botas hasta acá coloradas.
Sí. Ah, sí. El álbum con las botas coloradas también.
Yeah,
Sí,
I
ese
need
era
some of
the age
those
of
boots.
Aquarius. Por favor. Pero pues mucha gente no sabía. We thought we were pretty hip, you know.
You were hip. You still are.
So anyway, that went on for a long time, and then I kind of quit playing for a little while there. But ya estaban creciendo acá somebody and her
Yes,
siblings.
but I thought it was crazy how you would be in different states, you know. And Eddie Bettis kind of mentioned about how there was
They had a circuit.
their little circuit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
well, I don't know how we ended up like that, but we followed everybody else, especially Los Únicos, and everybody was touring, Stan Cuerdán, Little Joe, and because we opened up for a lot of, remember, we were
Sí,
chavalones.
sí, sí.
And then we got to the point where we pulled our own people here and there, y luego
Yeah.
ocupábamos gente to open up for us.
Ándale.
Like back then, si yo estuviera andando como, yo ocupaba el Crispy Critter, he played good, to open up for me, you know. But you know who used to open up? Los machines, es la mafia.
Oh, yeah.
They used to open up for us.
Pues sí, pues everybody has to start
chavalones.
somewhere. Everybody has to start somewhere.
So anyway,
Sí, wow.
so we did para Florida y luego para all over Washington and Chicago, donde había gente piscando tomate, ahí andaban
Ándale.
nosotros, ahí
But you
andaban.
That's what it is. They were
And that's-
following the migrant
Sí.
farm
Yeah.
workers. Sí, porque
So you
no
know
había
how you used
música.
to tell the story at Don Chilo's when we would have all the winter Texans, and we would be so packed that there was nowhere to sit. And you
Yes.
would tell them that when you were a little boy, you used to go pick blueberries up north.
Name it, strawberries
And-
and cherries y todo.
And that now, you know, because you worked, you and Grandpa and
Yeah,
all
pues
of the
andamos
old
migrants
and everybody.
ourselves.
Sí.
Before we went to play every summer and después de escuela, pues nos íbamos de migrants.
De
We went
migrantes,
all
yeah.
over. Inventamos el desaire nosotros.
Sí.
Lo inventamos.
Sí.
But yeah, we were migrants y ya había andado por donde quiera. Y luego me tocó ir a esos pueblos y esos lugares por donde quiera. But playing music and people
That-
donde más
Dad,
músicos.
that's like really amazing.
Really?
That you started out as a migrant worker,
And
and
then
then
I
you
went
went back to play music.
Yes,
Isn't it
it's
like
a
that's
beautiful
amazing?
story.
Whatever you say so,
Mucha gente
I
no
don't know.
sabe, mucha gente no sabe the history, especially lo que es los casinos, los chicanos, los Carlos Guzmán, los Eddie Pérez, en ese tiempo, that era, what you all went through. Ustedes estaban empezando toda la onda, all the people that are here today, including Mr. Tejano 281 over here.
Este
Comenzó-
comenzó como el
ustedes lo
495, ahora ya creció a 281.
Well,
Era
Good man here.
era por 95.
well, and that's why there was a circuit, because they were migrant workers
Yeah.
that stayed behind. That's
Yes.
why. What's the states you told me last night? Ohio,
Sí,
Washington State, like all these states
Yes.
that
Okay.
started out with the
Yes.
farm workers that would stay behind, and then you guys would come around, and then you were in your pink suits
I
and your red
remember I used to
boots,
go
and
with,
that's pretty awesome.
I used to go a las labores donde como en Florida and several other places, donde andaba la gente trabajando.
Sí.
Era mucha gente de aquí del valle.
Pues sí.
And they knew me from over here. So yo, I mean, I didn't feel people que andan haciendo chilo en la labor. I didn't feel like I didn't belong there. I felt like I belonged there too.
Pues sí.
En la labor trabajando. Y yo andaba ahí sonceando con ellos y la gente. And then when I go and play at night, pues iba toda la gente a vernos tocar.
Pues sí.
Because
Pues sí.
I'd been in the field with them ahí,
With
pero
them.
they thought I was
Qué
doing it
bonita
because
historia.
I felt like doing it.
Yeah.
¿Me entiendes? Yo no andaba ahí que me traían a huevo.
Is that okay to say that right now?
Bueno, usted viene de Peñitas, Texas.
Born and raised for 70 and some years.
Gracias a Dios. Qué
Yeah,
bueno,
born
sí.
and raised. But I've been salí de ahí, here and there and everywhere. anduve. And then I came back in 97, 98, and my brothers opened up back at Don Chilo's.
The Don Chilos, yes.
And I worked there. Pues yo les ayudaba ahí, yo era cocinero. I was a cook. I have my recipes and stuff. Okay?
Oh.
I make my own salsa and stuff.
Como el de Mer realidad también hace su salsa, usted también hace su salsa.
Yeah, I've been doing
Ándale.
mine since 96.
Wow.
When I was in Tennessee.
Well, we gotta. You should have brought
I'm
some.
gonna, I should, yes.
You should have brought
well,
some.
remind me. Do you like it mild hot or extra hot?
Depende.
Well, okay, we'll talk about it
Depende.
later.
Sí.
I only do two kinds: hot and more hot and more hot. Yeah.
Well, you were the
But
cook
anyway,
and
what was I
the
going to say?
waitress, remember?
Okay, you were from Peñitas, Texas, born and raised.
Oh, bueno, yes. In about 2000, the year about 2001, 2, 3, por ahí, I was approached by an organization there, Austin, called Texas Folk Life.
Oh, yeah.
It's a non-profit organization that promotes las culturas de Texas.
Oh, nice.
Texas Folk Life.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the original members de ahí del board ese de Texas
Oh,
Folk Life, and I've been
wow.
with them. Bueno, I haven't been too very active, thanks to my friend Amancio Chapa. Un saludo para Mr. Chapa.
Saludos.
From there, I went to work for the school. Ahí estaba allá, ¿verdad? It's all together with Folk Life and la escuela en La Joya, and then I andaba por aquí por allá. Well, I worked my last 20 years. I retired
nice,
from
nice.
from the escuela, from La Joya.
So it's good to know that a legend like yourself estaba enseñando a the new generations.
Right.
La
Yes,
onda.
ma'am.
Yes. Qué bueno,
y
qué
otra
bueno.
cosa que pasó accidentalmente. I didn't plan it. It just happened like
Sí.
that. Y pues I knew I was pretty fortunate to know people like Paulino Bernal and Joel Guzman and Carlos Guzman, a lot of people. So
Toda la palomilla.
comenzamos a hacer with the help of Amancio y Mario Sainz and a few
Oh, yeah.
other
Saludos,
Teloya. Saludos a Mario. And I had some really good people. But I was kind of spearheading todos esos programas
Sí.
de la
Do you have a
escuela.
picture of that?
The Big Squeeze is an accordion competition for kids
Oh, nice.
all over the state of Texas, and some of us, unos estudiantes de nosotros han salido first place. De Loya, Mr. Loya también, Javi. He's had some really good groups. Amigos de Crispy también.
And now, fíjate, I've noticed that a lot of the high schools now have a conjunto.
Well,
they
Gigi,
totally
Y mariachi.
Well, el mariachi empezó en La Joya in the early 80s.
Ajá.
El conjunto ya existía, but
¿sí?
it wasn't promoted till when I went in there, not with the help of a lot of people. I spearheaded los conjunto festivals,
Oh, really?
los conjunto competitions, el Big Squeeze, which is the competition del acordeón de los kids. I spearheaded all those programs, and
Está bien.
of course I had to pelearme con mucha gente de la administration, you know.
So it would be fair to say grupos como Grupo Frontera no hubieran existido si ustedes no hubieran comenzado ese programa.
You could almost say that.
Interesting.
Almost.
Interesting.
You could almost say that, yeah. And there's a lot of groups that have come out. De ahí están Desenlace, están los a bunch of kids that we had there. De Parranda, Manada, Manada, yeah. Some of those kids were my students. Y ya tienen un vocesón. Los tíos fueron para mi casa y they just wanted to give me a ride, but
Nice.
they wanted to show me up with their friends. Este
That's-
chilo. Yo me sentí todo orgulloso,
pues
¿verdad?
sí, es un orgullo.
Los
It
huercos,
really is.
they
Qué
were
bueno.
very
Really
excited,
good
and so
kids.
was I.
Really
You
good
know,
kids,
they're good
yes.
people, good
Because
kids.
some of those kids were my kids first.
Where's your students?
And he would send me a picture of those kids, and they'd say, "Who's this lady?"
Maybe
'Cause they
next
would
time
pull-
around.
He'd ask me, "Who
you
are
can,
these kids? You recognize them?"
In
And
fact, that's lo que andaba haciendo
Small
ayer,
world.
because I thought we were going to be doing this there in my little
Sí,
man
sí,
cave,
sí,
my
sí.
little. I have a little condo. No es condo, pero le dicen el condo. It's like a little museum I have there.
It's a little
Pero
man
estaba
cave.
organizando todo el carnaval ahí, and I had so much. Luego me di cuenta, dijo Lori, dijo, no, they were going to do it acá contigo, acá con el Crispy. Dije, oh, what? I don't have to, but I have a lot of stuff to
Sí.
show, and maybe somehow, some way, you can show all this stuff, and algo not be
On our
¿cómo
page,
diré?
on our-
Without llevando mucho tiempo ni not, not be boring or
we
anything.
can show it on our page, Giras y Desveladas. We have a page. For those of you that don't know, you can log on to Giras y Desveladas también, because we have that page. It's going to be specifically for everybody that we're interviewing y cualquier cosa que quieran poner ahí. So that,
Well, that's
yeah.
a good idea.
Sí, sí, sí.
We can definitely do that.
That
Yeah.
that is a very good thing.
Yes.
So how does it feel to see all your friends at the Tejano Legends breakfast and talk about that stuff? What you're telling
Well,
us?
yeah. Well, gracias
See
a
each
Lalo.
other?
Lalo and a lot of the people que van ahí que le han ayudado a Lalo. No quiere que le diga Lalito porque se enoja el hijo de él. También es Lalito, Lalo. Compadre Lalo.
Ahora
Saludos.
es Don Lalo
No,
Reina. así
bueno,
se
para ti
separa.
sí es Don Lalo porque tú estás chiquita todavía.
Para mí sí es Don Lalo.
No me está oyendo, Crispy. Anyway, what was I saying?
Tejano Legends breakfast.
Yes. No, es una cosa bien bonita.
Sí.
I can't make it all the time, but when I go, I have a really good time. Ahí en el Junction Cafe.
Sí, sí.
Junction, nos debes unos migas con huevo. Por anunciar el Junction Cafe. Ahí tenemos
The breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, we
It's
went to the
pretty
one in
cool.
Corpus too, the Hi-Ho one.
We've
the
done it in
Legends.
Corpus. When they do it, I've been to that one in Corpus. We've been to the one cuando se juntan en San Antonio. We've been over there myself with Lalo and Mike and Eddie Perez.
Sí.
Fuimos
sí,
a
sí.
San Antonio
Sí.
cuando hicieron ese asunto allá.
También.
So anyway, going back to all this kind of stuff, a lot of it has not been planned. It just kind of has happened. And like the city of Penitas, pues quieren poner mi máscara en el Water Tower. ¿Quién sabe
that
qué?
would be good. That would be good.
Para espantar a la gente.
Como tiene Freddy Fender allá en San Benito, ¿verdad? Sí.
Anyway, digo,
Sí.
tanta gente que ha salido, no quiero ser los que me van a aventarme tomates. Because I'll throw them back. But anyway,
think so.
thank you all for inviting me.
I have
And,
one more random question.
Uh-oh.
Ay,
Kind
Dios,
of
es-
random. So when you had to drive like to Florida or to Michigan or to Ohio or to
Otra
Washington
vez, Crispin.
or to I'm going back because
shoot.
I have GPS and I can't live without it.
Shoot to kill.
You carried books of maps or
Okay,
what?
Mike, answer that question. Que el Roger en caliente le preguntó eso a Mike. Y Mike dijo, well, we traveled all over the United States and we never got lost. We always made it back home. Y Cecilio trae una mapa de Estados Unidos. Y with that map, he took us. We went
Everywhere.
all over
Sí.
con una mapa. Does it answer your question?
Sí.
Apparently.
So you were like Chevy Chase in the National Lampoon's
They
Vacation?
were all like that. They were my dad had one too
Wow.
with a big giant paper map, ¿verdad? Grandosísimo así. Sí,
Is that why you like that
Opening
movie so
the hood.
much?
No más que
What?
You love that movie. We watched it 100 times. Is that why you liked
Forgot about
it? I think that's why.
Well, I
you
was
liked
watching Blazing Saddles the other day.
Oh, my
I
dad.
hadn't
One of
seen
my dad's
Blazing
favorite.
Saddles. Cuando salió Blazing Saddles, andábamos somewhere. Y también salió The Exorcist.
Oh, my God.
Y andábamos en cuerpos y nos metimos todos a Killing Time. Y nos metimos en one of the guys started, cuando aventó las migas el diablo. One of the guys, el band boy que traíamos el boy band. Y él también aventó las migas ahí. Nos corrieron del cine a la Alameda, chingada. No, era el band boy. Andaba con Nuco Flores. Saludos a Nuco. We've had so many. Se asustó cuando aventó las migas. ¿Él también le aventó las migas? Como el diablo. Sí.
No volteó la cabeza también. Nomás faltaba.
De todo. And I'll tell you another really quick story about those Boteo brothers we're talking about a Winnebago. Teníamos una Winnebago. ¿verdad?
Who were they? Who were the brothers?
Leonard
You told
Boteo.
us. I know, but you told us
Leonard
earlier.
y no me acuerdo los demás. Uno en Corpus, uno en la Paul, de Randy Road en San Antonio, otro en Angleton y otro en Corpus, Bumblebee and Yellow Rose and stuff. So we bought una motorhome de ellos, and they had shrimp boats. They were pretty prosperous, you know.
Yeah.
They had shrimp boats y me dieron una vez a mí un bote, una ice chest así grandota de camarón.
Oh, yeah.
Big shrimp. No chingada,
esos
not baked.
jumbo.
No, estamos hablando de los
Jumbos.
Anyway, pues yo cocinaba inside that motorhome. En una
Ándale.
bandejota así y andábamos todos los monos ahí, los huercos. Andaba Luis Aguilar la Tortuga y Beto de la Cruz y Jaco y a Lara músicos. En ese tiempo que andábamos. And of course, hicimos un shrimp boil and everybody had a big pile of conchas de camarón así, ¿verdad? Y Luis, la tortuga, le pusimos la tortuga. Saludos. Se estaban comiendo el camarón con todo y todo. Dijo, me decía, se siente quién sabe cómo. Le dije, se va a sentir peor cuando vayas allá. Se te va a atorar un camarón. Y dijo Beto de la Cruz, oye, bueno, I'm not gonna say, oye, wow, blank, te estás comiendo todo, pendejo, te estás comiendo todo el camarón entero. Pues yo no sabía, dijo ¿tú crees que no sabía? Se estaba comiendo todo el camarón.
Las colas también.
Todo el pedo, no estaba dejando. We all had a pile of conchas así. Don't tell David and Leo and I, we laughed about that forever. And I ain't gonna say no more stuff porque me salen pendejadas.
So why did they call you Pode?
Because of a silly song that we had written. Se llamaba Ya llegó tu poderoso.
Ay,
It was another
Jesús.
silly song.
A silly song.
Y estos me decían, estos huercos me decían, el poderoso. Y ya no me decían poder, me decían Pode.
Ándale, for short.
El Pode, sí. In fact, I talked to la tortuga Luis Aguilar.
Luis
It's a
Aguilar.
famous name. I just talked to him a couple of weeks ago.
Sí.
We talked, there's so many things to talk about, but
Y eso es lo bonito about the Tejano Legend Pioneers Breakfast. For those of you that don't know, all the legends come together and just share their stories and have a good time and reminisce. And a mi papá le encantaba estar allí porque pues esos tiempos eran valiosos, eran importantes, eran su vida. And
Pero
so,
¿sabes qué miraba yo, Gigi? Everybody was having such a good time.
yes.
Aparte de los hardships and giras y desveladas y todo eso, giras hambrísticas and whatever you want to call it, everybody was having the time of their life.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what we wanted to do, and we were doing it.
A ustedes, you were having the time of your life. Yo chillaba, my dad would leave. Yo estaba chillando hasta que llegaba mi papá. I don't know about Lori, but I
A Lori y a su mamá los abandoné yo por andar yo dándole gusto al mundo, trying to conquer the world, y ahora lo estoy pagando. Ahora
I
ando
kind of
aquí.
liked it. My mom had me very spoiled.
Oh,
We would do
nice.
whatever I wanted.
That's
So whenever
nice.
Dad came back, we had to do whatever he wanted. But they would make the biggest parties. You would have a party when you got
todavía.
home. And then for like my birthday party, it was his big, awesome party. But those are great memories.
Great
you know,
memories.
Grandpa would take out the disco and he'd make tripas, and y'all would just
Puro
drink.
cholesterol.
Well, that's what everybody has high blood pressure.
Pero tenemos la presión, de presión, cholesterol, diabetes, name it. Estamos bendecidos con todo, Gigi.
No le fallamos a nada.
Name it, we got it. Yeah. So, anyway.
But those are good memories.
Yes.
And out in
yes.
Penitas, there's just big mesquite trees. You know,
What we've
that's
been
it.
through.
I have some family en Peñitas. Saludos a la familia Garcés, que es familia de mi mamá. Garcés, sí.
Really? ¿Por
Sí.
qué?
Mi abuelita Adela Garcés y José era su hermano. José Garcés.
Poche, ese?
Sí, sí,
Of course,
sí.
we've been knowing him all our life.
Era
Poche.
Sí, era
El primo
pues,
Poche.
Era mi.
Y la esposa.
What do you
de-
mean primo Poche?
Pues nos decían los
I was
primos.
like, what?
Are we
Nos decían los
related?
primos.
Puede ser,
Él y
sí,
mi papá,
todos.
él y mi papá se decían primos
Sí,
y todo. No
sí,
salía,
sí.
le gustaba mucho la cerveza, la
Sí,
Pearl Beer.
sí.
Oh, talking about Pearl Beer. Back in those years, I wasn't even old enough, and I recorded a commercial for Pearl Beer.
Wow.
I was so excited. They gave me every time I recorded one.
Beer.
I wrote it. They'd only no me daban nada de cerveza. They paid me very handsomely.
Wow, nice.
Back in those, I mean, we
En
get
esos
$1,000 to record a song.
Pues
back
sí.
then, era un millón ahorita,
Sí,
¿verdad?
sí, sí, sí,
Y
sí.
Pearl Beer, y estaba bien fea la virunga esa. Pero cuando salió la Pearl Light, entonces
Esa
sí, entonces ya yo había cumplido yo 18. Ya tenía la edad para tomarme
Oh,
una enfrente de la gente. Yo y Rogelio Boteo Ríos.
Ah, sí.
He was also a sponsor for Pearl Beer.
Wow.
Anyway, I can
Didn't we
tell you
find all
that-
those cans under Don Chilo's?
Yeah,
We found all these
some
Pro Beer
cans.
cans. I think I need one.
Yeah,
In my
they're,
little
they're
background.
historical, ma'am.
Yeah. Collectible.
Anyway, can I leave you all?
Okay, I guess we'll.
¿Ya te
Wrap it up.
cansaste?
Ya estoy nací cansado, no. Ah, Okay, well, if you're gonna ask me something,
Mr.
shoot.
Reina's watching.
Mr. Reina, Lalito,
Lalo.
Lalo,
Ay,
saludos,
Lalo.
Lalo.
Alex Villarreal.
Alex, DJ Alex, saludos.
¿Quién más?
Chris Rodriguez.
Crispy Critter.
wait.
Bobby Sánchez, saludos, Bobby. Ahí
Bobby.
de Mission, Texas también.
El Godmother
Este,
o Godfather, ¿o qué? ¿Cómo le dicen, Bobby? Saludos.
Chris
Canta muy
Rodriguez
bien,
is
Bobby.
watching.
Canta toda M, Bobby. I'm gonna give you a real name, okay? A one and only name for you, if it's okay with you. Y si no, pues ni modo.
Ni modo.
You don't have to vote. You don't have to vote for me, but I will vote for you all the time.
Now, una pregunta, Don Chilo, for the future, ahorita me enseñaste una canción bien bonita, te dije grábalo, tú dijiste ya lo grabaste. I mean, I think you should make an album. I think you're maybe recording something with your daughter.
Esperaré.
Esperaré.
You want to sing?
That slow song?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really? I
Yes.
used to play that in school to teach the kids.
Sí,
You
sí,
know,
sí.
Desde que tú te alejaste, me hace falta tu calor. Es imposible olvidarte. Eres mi único amor.
That's a song de los Mandrills, Oscar Villarreal, Juan Guerrero. Chongones, Chon, if you're watching, Sara, hi, recuerdos, beautiful.
Sí, me
Now,
acuerdo de esta canción.
ahora, sí, está bien bonita esa canción, por favor, grábala, por
You
favor,
should give a shout
ponla.
out to Robin and Doc Herb
El
and
Spook, my friend, y Robin, he's helped us a lot.
in Michigan.
Saludos to everybody watching.
Esperaré, oh me esperarás y no te quedarás.
dejaré de amar.
Okay, hold on, we're starting over. Isn't that the wrong key? Me and
I know,
Gigi
I
talked
know.
about keys. You gotta have the right key.
Tonos porque, long story. Okay. Okay. then
Rudy
we're gonna do it
Carr.
in a-
Hoy, Rudy Carr dice que si suegro, question mark.
Okay.
Laura Science, saludos.
We'll do it in that key.
Gotta fix the key for me that I never
Okay,
remember
we're gonna change
anyway.
keys for you just a little bit.
Unplanned, guys, so.
Dale. Te esperaré.
It's not right. Oh,
Me
me esperarás y no
Te dejaré de amar.
From the top.
Te esperaré, oh me esperarás y no te dejaré atrás.
Oh, we're messing it up. It's okay.
It's okay.
Change the key for
It's
me.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Go up. I got it. Okay.
Te esperaré,
Oh, me esperarás y no te quedes tan atrás.
te esperaré, oh me esperarás y no te dejaré de amar.
It's my favorite part.
Porque la vida muy pronto pasará. Porque la vida a nadie esperará. Te esperaré.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Sorry,
That is
we messed it up.
Beautiful.
It's okay.
And Lori Jean, you sing so beautiful, Lori Jean. Qué
thank
bonito.
you.
Of course, me acuerda de tocando con mi padre sagrado. Qué bonito que ustedes están juntos.
Well, you and
Poder
Lori
hacerlo.
gotta record a song together. You and Lori.
Because what can we do when they pull out the guitar and say,
That's what we do.
sing this?
That's
When you
right.
pull out the guitar and say, sing this one and do
And,
this one.
yeah.
And you just do it. Perfect
Yeah.
or not or
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
It's just a memory. It's a
Yes,
special
it's
memory.
special.
Well, thank you
memory.
all for having me.
Qué
here, Gigi,
bonito, qué
Lori
bonito
Jean.
todos. Yes.
Thanks,
Ya,
Dad.
a lo que llega este mundo, ahí me caigo. Ando borracho, ¿qué? Las
comprar
sillas-
terreno aquí.
son las sillas chuecas del Crispy Critter aquí. No. Thank you, Crispy, for having us here, man. Putting up with us. Especially me. Que no me aguantan. But anyway, ya tengo
Yes,
la edad,
thank
así es
you.
que no. What was I going to say? You know, it's funny that Pues I never thought that I would be bendito entre las mujeres en una siempre dice usted y tenemos un bodyguard acá powerhouse that I would be even singing a song or anything con Lori Jean.
Sounds beautiful. Precioso.
I guess va a seguir mi onda de la música, ¿verdad? Yo seguí la de mi mamá y esta pues, le toca a ella.
Así
y
le
a
digo a
ti,
Lori
tu
Jean.
papá también, y a ti, a Juan.
Como le digo a Lori Jean, if my dad had been a carpenter, we would be doing carpentry, pero pues son músicos y pues es lo que nos nace, es lo que somos.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that well, thank you, and I'm gonna go and play hide and seek again.
Yeah, we have to go
Y,
grab you a bite to eat for
Me
lunch.
preguntaron qué haces ahora. Well, I'm playing a game, hide and seek. Nomás que me hallan como quiera. But then again, I don't hide too well. Como que quiero que me hallen, pero every now and then I can get out and I can do it. Es que pues el caballo está cansado. Thank you, Gigi and
Yes,
Lori.
thank you very much.
Good
Thank you,
luck
Lori
with your
Jean.
program.
Thank you, Chris Rodriguez. Tune in next week, Giras y Desveladas, same time, Sunday noonish. I don't know if we'll be here with Chris. I don't know if we're going to be... We don't know, but we're gonna
We'll
do
just
this.
play
We're
it by
enjoying
ear
it.
like
we'll
we
just
do
play it by
everything
ear.
else.
See.
It'll work out. We'll figure it
Thank you
out.
for everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
everybody
joining
watching.
us. Like and share our page, and like the kids say, follow the kids in my school. Like and follow and share.
Like and follow
and all
and
that
share.
stuff.
Yes.
Thank you guys, and thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Bye.
Don't tell me how to do all this and that because I don't want to complicate my life anymore. Thank you. Ahí te voy.